But yeah, Young Justice season 4. You haven't watched the last few episodes. This is a ton of
I
episodes.
just checked. I just checked. I am like a quarter of the way through episode 9. I have not watched episode 10 at
What's
all.
episode 9?
Episode 9 is the first episode of the Zatanna arc.
Oh, okay, so you watched some of it.
Yeah, I did watch some of it. But I
Okay,
think I was on the phone for some of it because all I remember is them putting like little baby demons in magic boxes. It's really all I remember.
yeah. So the Artemis arc got much better for me once they got to Santa Prisca. Though my criticism still stands, they introduced way too many characters and tried to give them all meaningful stories, but it's too saturated for all of the stories to be told very well. The story between Cheshire and Tigress has been built up since the very first season of the show. So this arc is obviously the arc they're meant to be focusing on because this arc is focused on Tigress, but like so that storyline specifically was told very well. And the one between Cassandra, Lady Shiva, and Barbara was told pretty good as well. But I feel like it could have used way more context for people that aren't like me and me, you, and other people who are really into comics and probably don't really get that relationship. Like me and you have outside knowledge. Like if you don't have that, it would probably be way more difficult to really be invested in this relationship if you aren't a hardcore Lady Shiva fan like you are. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
because of
I
that,
definitely agree with that.
like, um, they need spinoffs. They need spinoffs. And I'm going to talk about the Zatanna arc, but after that, we're going to talk about what spinoffs should they make. But Zatanna arc, you've only watched like
That family.
half of the first episode, but like, I'm enjoying the Zatanna arc so far. It kind of hooked me from the beginning. They bring in Khalid, who I don't want to say what he becomes because that would be a spoiler, but and
I
it's
know if it's the same Khalid I'm thinking of from the comics, I know exactly who he
yeah, no,
becomes.
it's the same Khalid, and it's
Okay.
they're definitely teasing that he's gonna become what he becomes, and I'm excited to see that happen, and um I'm excited to see Zatanna be happy because she's been very sad about that for a very long time. um,
I
but
want Constantine in this show so bad. Please tell me
yeah,
does Constantine
but
show
yeah.
up so
Speaking of
far?
which, oh yeah, before I go on, Mary Marvel is a part of this like team that Zatanna has, and she's using her powers in a very different way than I feel like normally see her use them, which is I think is really cool. But yeah, speaking of Constantine, one of the shows I think we should get a spinoff of that I came to the conclusion of based on this arc specifically is like a Dark Justice League Dark I meant type show. That
Like a Dark Justice League, almost like Justice League Dark.
I meant to say Justice League Dark. Show that focuses on the magic users within the Young Justice universe. So Zatanna, Constantine, Dr. Fate, and all the other characters that were like introduced in the Zatanna arc. I think we need a Justice League Dark show. Naturally, we need a Batman Inc. show where they just focus on Batman characters.
I wouldn't even call it Batman Inc. necessarily. I just want like a Bat Family show set in this
Yeah,
universe
it
because
could
the
be called
Bat
Batman.
Family,
It could be called Bat Family. But I think
the
Batman
the
just
Bat
works
Family,
because they've already mentioned Batman Inc. several times in Young Justice.
it's really the Bat Family and the Justice League are really the only things in this
Yeah,
like the main things in this universe
I
that
think
interest me. I don't care much about anything else.
I like the team, and I think that Young Justice should stay as its own show, but it should focus on the team, and it should focus on the younger members of the team and whoever is taking the place of like Black Canary and Red Tornado, which is essentially like um uh Miss Martian essentially took that place up and from Black Canary as like the therapist slash trainer of the team. And I
I
think
also want an Arrow Family show now that you
yeah,
just
definitely.
mentioned
I was
Black
gonna say
Canary.
that. I
Yeah.
was like, we also need some type of Arrow show. I don't know. Should it just be called Arrow? Because it's
I
not
mean,
gonna.
you could just call it Arrow. I'd be
Yeah,
fine with
since it's
that.
not gonna be just Green Arrow, it's gonna be multiple Arrow people. So yeah, we need Justice League Dark focus on Magic Users. We need Young Justice to focus on the team. A Batman family show, Arrow family show, and what was it? There was another one I had that I can't think of. The Outsiders. I think the Outsiders should have their own separate show. And I think instead, actually, I think the Outsiders should just straight up turn into the Teen Titans because they basically are already the Teen Titans.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm not a huge Teen Titans fan, but I wouldn't be mad at that.
I mean, the Teen Titans is just a name and a team. You can make it interesting, like more interesting for a person like you who aren't the biggest fan of them.
I mean, just give me Dick Grayson and Wally West just like as their own thing. I'd be fine with that at that point.
They got to bring Wally back somehow.
I don't see why they haven't. Literally, the showrunner, I forget what his name, literally said the Speed Force doesn't exist in this universe. And I'm like, so what was the point of killing off Wally like you did?
So they can make it exist.
I mean, I guess.
Wally creates
Yeah.
the Speed Force.
That'd be a twist of fate.